Yeah, we made it. 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 Let's start this show off right, y'all. Yeah. 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 Y'all already know what's good, y'all. What's good, y'all. What's good, y'all. What's great. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Can a Brothers Get a Rap podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Lovechild, and I'm joining my brother from another mother. Blood couldn't make us any closer. One of the best photographers in the world. Co-host of the show, my brother Santana. Say something to the people.
What's good? What's good? What's good, y'all? Appreciate y'all for tuning in. Y'all could have been anywhere else, but y'all here with us tonight. And always, we appreciate that. And we got a jam-packed show, so we're gonna get right into it. You heard?
For real, there's a lot that was going on today. I had a crazy day. You know what I'm saying? Thank y'all for the day ones already in the building. Shout out to Rowan Jack already in the building. Appreciate you for being a warrior of time and everything. So just holding it down as always. Shout out to Rowan Jack and some of our day ones that are already in the building. Rowan Jack, one of our badge holders as well. Treatment Lions in the building. So again, y'all appreciate y'all tapping in, man. It's been one of them crazy days, bro. It's just been one of them days, and it's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You got cops falling all over everywhere. You got DEA everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Flying ducks, babies. You got boats on the highway. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying?
It's one of them days, man.
One of them days, man. You just need to get home and get acclimated, man. So, like my brother said, it's been a crazy day. It's been one of those days where a whole bunch of stuff was going on. You had the NBA trades going on. You had the Clarissa Shields fight that just passed. And that was funny in itself. I can't wait to get into that later. The Grammys was popping off. What else we had? We did what else we had going on? There's a whole bunch of stuff going on in the world I can't wait to get to. And of course, Diddy has been the topic of conversation as always. And like he won't stop, can't stop. You know what I'm saying? There's another allegation done popped up. You know, it's so crazy. And before we get into it, right? How can you have a RICO case with just one dude? Like I ain't never heard of that. That's a new one on OAS. You know what I'm saying? A RICO was supposed to be the whole squad and the whole pack of dudes. You know what I'm saying? But there's only one dude. Now, mind you, he got good lawyers, and they on their case like I'll fight for you from Martin. But damn, like there's only one dude for the case. So I don't know. You can tell me something, bro.
Maybe they haven't released that list yet.
The list?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Epstein list.
yeah, yeah.
So Epstein list is probably tied into Diddy, because like you said, the RICO case can't be with one person. It's a multitude of people. So those people's names haven't been put on yet. A lot of
Fact.
people quiet.
Mm-hmm.
Saying so, it's not just one person. It can't. It's impossible. The multitude of people, from the damn bartender to the fashion designer to the hairdresser to the security guard to the damn bartender.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody and everybody was at these parties that was videotaped at these parties, then got roped up already.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
a bunch of other stuff coming down.
Mm-hmm.
Diddy's just a high target. It's an easy one to pay attention to.
Yeah, facts. That's a fact. Shout out to Tyrone T in the building. Shout out to D in the building as well. Is that a Tennessee State hat?
It's a possibility. It's like, honestly, I just love how the hats look and feel with my locks.
Mm-hmm.
So it might be Tennessee State University. It possibly might be, but
Not
I just like how the fit my locks and all that. So it's not because
yeah.
I rock with Tennessee U, nothing like that. It's just I like the fit and I like the colors and I just like the hat. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard
But
body.
shout out to Tennessee. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
I just like the hat. You know what I'm saying? For me.
It's hard body. You know what I'm saying? It is Tennessee State. That's a Tennessee State hat. That joint is hard body. You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
shout out to Tennessee State. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And shout out for Tennessee State for hiring Eddie George and changing that program around as well too. You know what I'm saying? They won't give brothers a chance like that, and they gave a brother a chance, and look what he's done to the program. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Shout out to Tennessee State real quick. All right, y'all. Real quick. I can't start the show without saying We did it, y'all. We did it. We did it. We cracked the 10,000K subscribers for this channel.
Yo,
Thank
did
you.
it, y'all.
Thank
Appreciate
you. Thank you. What's big time? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We couldn't do this show without y'all. And to continue the growth of the show, we thank you for your support. It means the world to us. So please hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hit them hundreds. Hit them hundreds in the chat right now to help us celebrate on making the 10,000 subscribes for this channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We appreciate that. All right, y'all. Let's get it started. First segment of the night, popular opinions. This segment is brought to you by OUV Records, where you could get, where the label motto is create, document, and inspire. You could go to Instagram at OUV Records and stay in tune to the latest music and merchandise. First, popular opinion question of the night. And remember, y'all, these are not our questions, these are the world questions. So stick to the answers in the questions. All right? All right, cool. Favorite rap album on this list. Favorite rap album on this list for all my true hip hop rap fans. Okay. Number one, Redman, Malpractice. Number two, Jadakiss, Kiss the Game Goodbye. Number three, Wu Tang, Iron Flag. Number four, Busta Rhymes, Genesis. And again, y'all, let us know what y'all think in the chat. Type in what y'all think in the chat. Which one you going with, bro?
Jadakiss kissed the game goodbye, boy. Whew. Nah,
Why Jadakiss Kiss the Game Goodbye?
bro, 2001, that was right high school. Bro, just had the fire Discman, you know what I'm saying? The non-skip joint, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
that just came out.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
The
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
non-skip was important, especially on them Queens buses going to school. So you joint my skip because you hit a pothole. So
Mm-hmm.
the anti-skip was just came out, and that Kiss Again Goodbye was just right around that. It was just a pivotal time, you know what I'm saying? My freshman year of high school, so when that shit dropped. So yeah, for me, Kiss Again Goodbye.
Yeah, that Kiss the Game Goodbye was too fire. I mean, every song was hitting. Even he even had the Beanie Siegel diss on that album. You know what I'm saying? The features that he had from DMX is legend. I don't know if you remember those features from DMX on that album, but
Some of the
DMX,
most legendary features, and
bro, DMX smoked that album. Like, yo, let me get that. You know what I'm saying? Let me get on that, kid. You know what I'm saying? His Rough Rider brother, pause, but killed that album. I'm also going with also Jada Kiss the Game Goodbye as well. I mean, all these albums are great. Buster album, Genesis. I'm sorry, I said Genius Genesis. Dope album. Has some hits on it. Pastor Cavassier remix was hitting the original one. I'm cool on the original one, but the remix was fire. And he had other couple of joints on there as well. That Wu Tang, I'm seeing a whole lot of Wu Tang Iron. So I got some real hip hoppers, real rap fans in here. That Iron Flag was fire. I ain't gonna hold y'all. That Iron Flag was fire. And Malpractice, that Redman joint was cool. It was cool. It had the joint on there with Christina Aguilera, that dirty joint. The rest of the joints, it was cool. It was cool. He had some real bar heavy joints on that album as well. But and I'm a big Redman fan on top of that. Um, but again, I'm going with my brother with Kiss the Game Goodbye. So I went with Kiss the Game Goodbye. My brother went with Kiss the Game Goodbye. The chat is undoubtedly going with Iron Flag, Wu Tang. I did see Genesis in as well. The rest of the world at 46%, y'all, went with Jadakiss, Kiss the Game Goodbye. What do you think about that?
I'm just saying it was a pivotal album. So you know what I'm saying? Like that shit was just, oh man, it's just tough work on there. You know what I'm saying? It was a tough list, but I mean everybody on that list did their thing with their albums, but you know what I'm saying? Jadakiss definitely was top tier on my choice.
I like I said, I have to agree with you, and the rest of the world, and we got it right. You know what I'm saying? But the chat was definitely going with Wu Tang Iron Flag album. That's how we got some true hip hoppers in the chat because that Iron Flag album was I ain't gonna hold you. That joke was fire. I'm not gonna hold you. So shout out to some of the people in the chat. Well, some more people in the chat. Ebony Fire, appreciate you in the chat. The Baron in the chat. Gary Gray in the chat. Who else we seen in the chat? That's a lot of people in the chat. Moody, Tyrone T, No Reply. Shout out to y'all in the chat. Mr. War in the chat. Appreciate you tapping in again. Hit them likes, hit them likes, hit them hundreds, y'all. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next popular opinions questions. And remember, y'all, these are not our questions. These are the world's questions. Stick to the answers in the questions. All right. Martin Edition. Martin Edition. Martin Edition. The TV show Martin Edition. Pick your college roommate from the Martin Show. Martin Edition. Number one, Hustle Man. Number two, Tommy. Number three, Wallace. Number four, Bruh Man. Again, let us know what y'all think in the chat for all the real Martin fans, people that watch Martin. If you was in college, pick your college roommate. Again, number one, Hustle Man. Number two, Tommy. Number three, Wallace. Number four, Bruh Man. Again, let us know.
Damn. Going to college with? I'm gonna have to go with Tommy, son. You know what I'm saying? Get GTD, get the draws. He's gonna be a savage in college. So I can only imagine, son. I can only imagine. Excuse me. I can only imagine how Tommy would be in college, son. And I'm going with Tommy, son.
Going crazy.
Going crazy, son.
Don't forget the episode when Martin took Tommy to the little party and it turned out to be the freak off. You know what I'm saying? The corporate freak off.
And he ain't even trying to leave. You know what I'm saying?
The wife took him in the back, like, yo, we got some toys in the back. He's like, yo, I didn't know y'all had kids. And he went to the back and he come out, he got a joint on his back. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he
brought him back to his college days. You know what I'm saying?
Wasn't ready to go. He wasn't ready to dip. You know what I'm saying?
He's like, no, it's too early, son. It's too early, son.
Again, let us know what y'all think in the chat. All right, so my brother went with Tommy. Pause. Me personally, out of everybody, I think I'm gonna go with Hustle Man, dog. Like, I think I'm gonna roll with Hustle Man because my dog Hustle Marsalis always got them deals. He know where all the parties is at. He know where all the freebie Jones is at, you know what I'm saying? And he know how to throw a party on top of that, because you know what I'm saying? You don't have to get the chicken or the fish. You could just grub on that chitlin loaf and just fall back and watch home videos, you know what I'm saying? And have a little company. And as you can see, they be with it, you know what I'm saying? So
nah, son. Nah, man, have birds on a damn branch.
And that's what I'm saying, though. Like, you never go hungry, kid. You know what I'm saying? You know how much a pack of Franks costs?
He the only known man to find molasses, son. Besides you and him, son.
A dude that resourceful, bro, you will never fail a class. You know what I'm saying? Because you always get the information, your books. You know what I'm saying? You always get your tuition money on point. You know what I'm saying? You always get the right rooms. Yeah, I think I'm a link with Hustle Man. You know what I'm saying? Like me, 1 and 2. You know what I'm saying? Like we out here. You know what I mean? So I think I'm gonna roll with Hustle Man. Me personally, I'm definitely not rolling with Bruh Man, because Bruh Man going steal all your little snacks. You know what I'm saying?
It's over with.
I'm gonna end up stuffing Bruh Man by the end of the week, bro. I'm gonna end up kicking him out the room. Like, real talk. He's stealing CD players. He's stealing sandwiches, eating all the turkey dinner for Thanksgiving.
Take like, all your comforters and sweaters. You know what I'm saying?
While you and your girl walking around, kind of out, getting out the shower, Bruh Man just walking around in his drawers and all that. Like, what? Yo, nah. You know what I'm saying? It got a little cold in here, so I thought I'll borrow this. Like, borrowing your sweaters and all that, nah. I'm gonna end up snuffing them. Wallace was cool, but you know what I'm saying? Nah. You know what I'm saying? He too much of a simp for me to roll with Wallace. I could bangs with Tommy because he gonna get the draws. You know what I'm saying?
He gonna get to it. Man.
He gonna get the draws. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna roll with Hustle Man. Me personally, I'm gonna go with Hustle Man to be my college roommate. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna make it happen. You know what I'm saying? Get you know, like all the things that I just named. So I went with Hustle Man. My brother went with Tommy. In the chat, I'm seeing Hustle Man. I'm seeing who else am I seeing? Yeah, I'm seeing Hustle Man mostly in the chat. I'm seeing Hustle Man mostly in the chat. The rest of the world at 37% went with Hustle Man. What do you think about that?
Yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy, man. I mean, I can't see it. I'm not rocking with Hustle Man in college, so nah, son. It's in college, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, that's a fact.
Tommy's my better bet, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. I see
But
Ro
nah, that's a funny choice though. I could see Hustle Man in college running through them dorms. Oh man, I'll be so psyched to see, son.
going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, come with me and sell these pigeons real quick. You know, sell this chicken. You know what I'm saying? Free range chicken. You
For me, it was free, but for you, it's gonna be on the range of $15.
Yo, oh my God. They said Wallace in the chat too. Rowan Jack did go with Hustle Man as well. Rowan Jack, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for that gifted. Appreciate you as always, as always, as always. Thank you. Helping us with the growth of the show. Got some new people coming. He's gifting them with memberships as well. Rowan Jack, you are the man. Appreciate you as always, man. Shout out to Shane just tapping in the building. All right, moving on to our next moving on to our next segment. Hollywood need to ask us. Make sure Hollywood need to ask us. We came up with this segment because Hollywood has gave us a lot of movies that we didn't ask for, and on top of it, they've been trash. It's been spotty. We've been getting good movies here and there, but the creativity, like, where's the creativity? So, you know, Hollywood need to ask us. So, me and my brother got better ideas for movies and shows. What say you, bro? You want to start this one off?
I want to see a documentary on, if there is any, but this is my speculation, the connection, the secret relationship between gangs and Freemasonry.
Fire.
Particularly why I say that is because of the gang signs that a lot of these gang members throw up. Yes, they may say it's from their gang, but these signs are predate their gang.
Fact.
So if you follow the signs and the symbols, you'll see that they go far into the past before Bloods, Crips, GDs, and any of these people had these gangs, and I mean these signs and symbols to now associate with their corporation, so to speak. You know what I'm saying? So there had to be some agreement for you to use that sign because it wasn't originally yours.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So somebody had to be like, all right, we're gonna let you rock with that, but this is a stipulations that go with that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you see a lot of I watch a lot of gang docs, so you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
that's what I
Yeah.
do. But
Yeah.
when you see a lot of the signs and symbols they throw up, the signs that they put on the walls, you start to notice certain things. I start to notice certain things like, wait a minute, some of these signs, yeah, it's your joint, but it's not really yours because that sign came before you.
Yeah.
And I seen it somewhere else. That
Mm-hmm.
got nothing to do with gangs. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So I want to see a particular documentary. If there is a connection, I may be going at straws here, but if there is a connection, I would love to see somebody to go and do a deep dive and do some further research into if there is one, because why not? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah. That would be hard body. And the amazing part of the links of these signs and what people who are affiliated and associated with gang culture, I think they would even be surprised with the origin of that sign to be, so and some of the signs may be I would say modernized in the sense where it's like it kind of means the same thing, but just not knowing. So it's a whole bunch of stuff going on to the whole gang culture, sign culture. So that would be dope. I would love to see that. Very interested to see that. That's fire. All right, y'all. Shout out to IMBW in the building. Appreciate you tapping in. Shout out to Z Corp in the building. Appreciate you Tap it in as well. Hit them likes, hit them likes, hit them hundreds, hit them hundreds. Show your support. We love on this show. I so for me, I would want to see. We haven't had one, and I thought about it the other day. We just haven't had one. So for football, we've had NFL type of style movies, but we never had one for basketball, right? I would love to see an NBA style type of movie, but let it be NBA style. It don't necessarily have to have, it doesn't have to be a depiction of Kevin Durant or LeBron James, but a version of that, if that makes sense. Like how we had the replacements, how we had any given Sunday, we've had specialized pro football movies. I would love to see a specialized pro basketball movie and the culture in and out the game. Just everything that encompass the cool parts about being a professional basketball player and the whack parts, and let it be some sort of redemption story tied into it. Like give it a real storyline, because you could do a multitude of things with sports based movies, but I would love to see something of that magnitude. I know they're doing it with shows, but they haven't done it with a movie for at least for men. You know what I mean? Like we had Eddie. I don't know if you remember the movie Eddie with Eddie Murphy, where she's coaching the New York Knicks, which is actually a good movie. But how likely is it that a woman is? You know what I'm saying? And this came out in the '90s, that a woman is
Oh
coaching
yeah, 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 yeah. I remember.
NBA. And it was and it was a very entertaining movie. It was, it was funny, and it was a decent movie. But I want to see a real movie depicting the real things that's going on in the NBA, as well. So, yeah, what do you think about that?
Nah, that's fine. That'll be a dope movie to see for sure.
They said Cheeseburger Eddie spinoff from from Bro and Jack. All right, y'all. Moving on to our next segment, our must see segment. Gotta tap into our must see segment, meaning must see movies. We're going to talk about must hear music, must see or must see documentary, TV show, stand up, before we get on to our other time to rap segment. You want to start this one off?
Nah, you can start it off.
All right, so first movie that is a must see, y'all. Y'all must tap into this movie. It's a fire movie. Uh, this movie came out in 2002. This movie directed by David Fincher. Stars Jodie Foster, Kristen Stewart, Forrest Whitaker, Jared Leto, sorry, and Yoakam. Dwight Yoakam. This movie's about family trapped in their basically in their brownstone, and it's like this hidden rooms, and for them to get out they have to go through the whole process, and I won't ruin it for y'all, so make sure you tap into this movie. Again, it's called Panic Room. My second must see movie also came out in 1998. Came out in 1998. This movie was directed by Danny Cannon. This movie stars Jennifer Love Hewitt, Freddie Prince Jr., Sarah Michelle Gellar, Mackay Pfeiffer, Matthew Settle, Muse Watson, Bill Cobbs, and Brandy Norwood. This movie is called I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. This movie is about a young lady that was going through a traumatic situation prior to. She's in college. She get a chance to win some tickets, and you have to watch the rest of the movie. I won't ruin it for y'all, so make sure y'all tap it to see. I still know what you did last summer. Third and final must see movie is called The Glass House. It came out in 2001, directed by Daniel Stockham. Stockham. This stars Lily Sabiska, Daniel Lane, Stefan Skarsgård, Stalin Skarsgård, sorry, Trevor Morgan, and Bruce Dern. Fire movie. This movie is about a young lady and her younger brother. with her family. Well, her parents was killed in a car crash, and you have to see the rest of the movie. Anything that else I give y'all is going to ruin the movie, but it's a must see movie. Again, it's called The Glass House. So my three must see movies is Thursday night, so y'all got the whole weekend to watch and swing it back. Again, it's called The Panic Room, The Glass House, and I Still Know What You Did Last Summer.
Top tier movies right there, y'all. Go check those movies out.
Fact.
Chat, y'all know how I do. I always have a theme for my movies, so this episode is no different. So my theme for my movies are family friendly movies. Now these movies are my choice of family friendly because these were movies that I watched a whole bunch as growing up as a kid. So my first movie is Homeward Bound. Came out in 1993. Stars Kevin Chivile, Don Ameche, Michael J. Jackson, um, Benji Thal, Sally Field, Robert Hayes, Kim Grease, Veronica Lauren, Gene Smart, and Ed Bernard. About this family with these pets. They go on a trip in the San Francisco mountains. They end up losing their pets, and the pets have a long journey to try to find their way home. Fire, young. You know what I'm saying? Just a
Yeah.
good family,
Yeah.
wholesome movie. You know what I'm saying? If you
Yeah.
about your pets and you love
Yeah.
your pets, you're gonna love this family friendly. Like, you know what I'm saying? Real tear jerker right here. You know what I'm saying? Real
Yeah.
joint right here, right?
Yeah.
So my next joint on my family friendly list is Blank Check. Came out in 1994. Stars Brian Boschall, Karen Duffy, Miguel Ferreira, Michael Leaner, Rick Dunacoman, Tone Loke, James Reebhorn, Jane Atkinson, Chris Demethrol, and Debbie Allen. One of my favorite movies of all time, like about a young kid that just scams everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's just one of the best movies ever as a kid, watching this young little whippersnapper go in the bank and just finesse everybody about out of $100,000 and just walk up out of it. Like, you know what I'm saying? As a kid
Mm-hmm.
watching them just buy a whole mansion
Mm-hmm.
and just doing what kids do. It's just one of them best kid movies. So definitely watch this. It'll take you back. Love this movie right here. And last on my list, one of my favorites, top tier right here, Mighty Ducks 2. Came out in 1994, stars Emilio Estevez, Joshua Jackson, Vincent LaRusso, Edlin Henson, Marguerite Moreau, Sean Weiss, Margette Ratliff, Justin Wong, Matt Doherty, Kevin Thompson, and Mike Vitar. Fire movie. If you didn't see the first one, it's about a team of Mighty Ducks. You know what I'm saying? There's a hockey team, bunch of scragglers, and they come together and form unity and beat everybody in their squad. And the next movie, they get invited to be on the Junior Olympics for Team USA. But you know what I'm saying? They gotta get their act together. And how they get their act together, you gotta go see the movie to watch it. So fire kid movie right here. One of my favorites. So if you want some family friendly joint this weekend, tap into Mighty Ducks 2, Blank Check, and Homeward Bound.
He's the Minnesota Miracle Man. You know what I'm saying?
They have to go back to the hood to get right. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, when I say they went to the hood and everybody in the hood knew how to skate and better than them niggas, like that's how you knew. It was like, nah, son. If you just go to the hood, you just gonna get anybody, son. You
Yeah,
gonna get a skater, you
yeah,
gonna get a football player, you gonna get a top tier artist, you gonna get an actor, you gonna get, you know what I'm saying, just about
yeah,
whatever you want, son.
yeah. Like Etch a Sketch or something. You know what I'm saying? My boy Hans had to remind him. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you the real Minnesota Miracle Man. You know what I mean? Don't ever forget. You know what I'm saying? We make it happen.
now go in the back and sharpen them skates. Don't get too high above yourself. You know what I'm saying? You that man, but you still got sharpen skates. Don't forget that. Don't forget where you came from. You know what I'm saying?
When they went to the hood on the second joint, you know what I'm saying? Like, little bros in the hood had to introduce them to the knuckle puck. You heard? I'm just saying. I bought it. You know what I'm saying? Pause. You know what I mean? Like,
they lost that game too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Real talk. They did lose. So, you know what I'm saying?
Had to teach them how to be tough. You know what I'm saying?
And how to do the knuckle puck.
How to do the knuckle puck. You know what I'm saying? So much to the point they had to bring Son on the squad. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
Bro ain't had no training. He
No
just signed no paperwork. Next day he had a jersey.
You know what
You
I'm
see
saying?
how easy that was?
Fresh low cut, ready to knuckle puck. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. They even had to hide him. You know what I'm saying? That's how nice the knuckle puck was. He was like, "Yo, line up as the goalie, and then all of a sudden at the last play of the game, we're gonna let you rock out." You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Shout out, shout out to Biggs.
legend, son.
Shout out to
Legendary game right there. Go check that movie out, son.
Facts. Shout out to Biggs in the building. King Prince. King Prince. Thank you for the gifted. Thank you for the gifted. Always, always thank you. Appreciate you as always for supporting the show. Keep it up, my brothers. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that like, y'all. Hit them hundreds in the chat. But those are some dope fire movies. It took me back. The good family fun
I mean, childhood days, you know what I'm saying?
movies. Mm-hmm.
Them VHS days, we have to rewind the joint when you forgot to rewind it the last time. So you
That's
gotta wait 2-3 minutes for it
yeah,
to rewind.
I ain't gonna hold you, right? We don't have the rewind button no more, right? But then you appreciate the rewind button even more now because now when you took about like a good 5 or 10 minutes for it to go all the way back, you know what I'm saying?
That's when you had time to prepare your popcorn, your little
Come on,
treat,
come
get
on,
the, you know what I mean, your little setup right.
come on, come on, bro, come on. Like it was all in perfect timing. It was all in perfect timing. Be kind and rewind.
Yo,
Absolutely,
they used to fine you at Blockbuster if you didn't rewind your jump.
that's a fact. That's a
That's a
fact.
little tidbit. You know what I'm saying? Like if
That's
you
a
don't
fact.
know,
Like
you used to get fined.
Like they didn't have joints in the back that could rewind the joint. That's it. But that's beside the point. You know what I'm
You know what
saying?
I'm saying? That they just felt like, yo, you ain't do it, so we just gonna charge you for not doing it. And then I still gotta do it. You still gotta do it in the back.
Mm-hmm. Still, you know,
Still.
I
So
could have just put this out here. So, all right, yo, those are some fire. Make sure y'all tap into those movies. The blank check, and then like I talked about the blank check, a portion about the blank check prior before about the woman in there
on Predator vibes.
on
And
her.
everybody was cool
It
with it.
was cool, like in
I
19.
know when the cops bust in and Shorty with and they like, wait, hold up. Are we gonna have to write this in a report or you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm saying short skirt and everything.
what part of the stakeout was this? You know what I'm saying?
She was ready to go, and she tongued him down. 1995, ain't nobody said nothing. It was cool.
I wonder how many times they have to do that scene to get it right.
If I'm the little boy at the time, I'm like, yo, y'all didn't give my good side. You know what I'm saying? Gotta do it again. You know what I mean? It ain't get my good side. So
Traumatizing.
I'm just saying, 1995, it was all good, baby. Pause. All right, moving on to our must hear segment. Must hear. So I got an artist that y'all must hear. I don't know how y'all haven't heard this artist before. All my real R&B fans have heard of this artist before. And this particular artist, you have to put these 3 songs on your playlist of this artist. If you don't have these 3 songs on your playlist from this artist, you're missing out. So my featured artist for this must hear is legendary Music Soul Child. Legendary Music Soul Child. First must hear song and must have on your playlist is Love. Second must have song on your playlist is Just Friends. Third must have on your playlist is Half Crazy. So those are the 3 must have songs on your playlist. Again, Half Crazy, Just Friends, and Love. Put those on your playlist from Music Soul Child. Fire music. Any of those songs stick out to you, bro?
Half crazy.
Half Crazy hit different. The video was fire too. The video was fire. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
They were
I
going through a tough breakup at 2002. You know what I'm saying?
Come on,
That
bro.
shit just was like, oh man, when the song make you cry, son, that was one of them.
Fire songs. Fire music.
Every word in that lyric was like, damn, bro, I'm going through it too, man. My little high school crush don't want to holler at me. She don't want to write notes back to me. Back in the days, we wrote notes to each other. See, y'all got text message. We ain't had that. I had to write notes, wait till the next period to get the reply, and then find out she wasn't fucking with me. I had my heart broken. You know what I'm saying? But the period before, I was good bread.
Yeah, facts.
Period after, I was fucked up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you. In high school is the age for all young boys to learn how to deal with rejection and disappointment from a girl that he really likes. Like the rejection part is like you holler and she already got a boyfriend or she don't like you. And the disappointing part is like when you got a girl first or second period, and then by like eighth or ninth period, something happened and you don't even know what happened. You're like, yo, what's going on? Like, yo, I'm trying to talk to you. Nah, I ain't trying to talk to you no more. Like, yo, what I do? I don't even want to talk. Like, yo, so you got to learn how to deal with disappointment, and it starts in high school. So I'm just,
Facts.
you didn't get that lesson in high school. It must have been hell moving on from there because that's when you're supposed to learn that lesson. All right, moving on to our must see classic TV show, documentary, or stand up. You want to start this one off?
Definitely, this is a must see. It's a classic, but it's a new one because they remade it and brought it back again. If you haven't tapped in on this one, you gotta tap in. X-Men '97,
Right.
fire series. It's on Disney, so you could definitely tap into the new series. Like it blows pause, crazy. It surpasses the first series of X-Men
Yeah.
by far.
Yeah.
And this is just one season. I'm talking about
Yeah.
all 5 seasons
Yeah.
of the original X-Men. This one season of
It's
X-Men
better.
97 is better than all of those episodes by far. I'm telling you, and I love X-Men. I'm an X-Men fan. I got comics, I got cards, classics from, you know what I'm saying? This is my jump. And I'm telling you, X-Men 97, these 10 episodes are going to have you like on the tearjerker, gonna have you hype, gonna have you crying. It's gonna have you just all over the place. I know Rowan Jack, I know it's blasphemy, but it's the truth. So I'm speaking facts here. This is just it is what it is. You know what I'm saying?
Throw a jacket. It's facts.
You know what I'm saying? It just you just
Yeah.
gotta tap in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
From the very first episode, blood. They
Mm-hmm.
made my man Cyclops the man I knew he was supposed to be. Son. That's all I'm saying. So tap into X-Men 97. His potential was up there. You know what I'm saying? I had potential for my boy, but you know what I'm saying? It was just Wolverine was always punking him in the first
Now
the
that's a
first
fact.
series.
That's
And
a
you know what I'm saying? And always trying to get at his girls. Like, damn, Wolverine, like, come on, son.
yeah.
You been
No
here for like
respect.
500 years. Like, let bro rock, son.
No respect. You know what I'm
No
saying?
respect. But this one, nah. Cyclops was not having no disrespect. If you
Yeah.
not rocking with his plan, you might as well not get on the jet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
So tap in the X-Men 97. If you're a true X-Men fan, I'm pretty sure you watched it. I already done watched it 4 times. So let me know how y'all feel about that.
And not to blow nothing up, but the episode
I got you, Rowan Jack.
the episode that had me, bro, is the party. When
Oh, the party.
the,
That's what I say about these parties.
the
Yo, this
party
be the setups. The
the,
party be like, once you get that second cup in you and
the,
it's too late. You know what I'm saying? It's over.
the party when Rogue was on her when she had to do what she had to do with one person, and then when she had to come up into the party, that whole scene, the music, the way they made her look, the shot on that, and how it finished. Oh my, yo, X-Men! I can't wait. Part 2 of X-Men 92. I mean X-Men 97 was supposed to come out last year, like the fourth quarter of last year, and they pushed it back because I remember they came out to say like, yo, before the year's out, y'all gonna get part 2 of this baby. So you know what I'm saying? We're gonna get
They
y'all.
Jay jerked us. Now we gotta wait till 2026. And
That's come on, my dude. Like come on, man. Like
but they said they're gonna drop. Supposedly they're gonna drop 2 seasons. But you finesse us the first time, so I'm not believing it. You
that's
know
what
what I'm saying? So
that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm too chilly willy out. I'm fiended out at this point. You know what I'm saying? It's but so many times I won't watch the new joint, but it's worth rewatching though. It's a fire.
right.
y'all tap into X-Men 97. All right, my must-see classic TV show, documentary, or stand-up. Mine's came out in 2002, and it had 2 seasons, and it's called MTV Making the Band Season 2.
Mm.
Fire, and this is depicting of what was called the band. It consists of artists such as Chopper City, Sarah Stokes or Sarah Stokes Rivers, Freddie P, Dylan the Dillinger, E. Ness, and Babs Bunny, and of course Puff Daddy. Um, I didn't realize how well it was shot, and the storyline in itself kept people coming back. Like, it was so intriguing to watch, and it's a must see. Make sure y'all tap into, again, Making the Band. You can see some of the clips. They have clips up on YouTube here and there, but and I think they have 4 episodes of that as well up on YouTube as well. But it's a fire must see if you into music, into hip hop culture. It is a must see, a really good watch. Making the Band, season 2 and 3. No, season 2, and it had part 1 and part 2. So make sure y'all tap into that. Anything that come to mind from Making a Band?
Bro, just the mere fact that you can't even find it now or try to watch it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if we go back and really watch it again with like more astute eyes, we'll probably see a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
more.
Yeah. See
You
a
know what I'm
lot.
saying? Because it was whole Diddy camp. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah,
was
yeah,
all
yeah.
in the Diddy camp.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I'm intrigued to know what was going on.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Mm-hmm.
bro and them locked up right now.
Yeah,
So
yeah, that's a
for
fact.
egregious crimes, allegedly.
Allegedly.
So
Allegedly.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
To have Making a Band back then during the, like, I would say the golden era of like prime time TV, because this was 2000, what,
2. Yeah.
2002, right?
Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
this was before reality TV is what it is today. Like this was like even before the joint with Flavor Flav, because that his joint came out in 2006.
I was just about to say that between the Making of Bands and Flavor Flav is really, it was the true birth of reality TV.
And it was on MTV if I'm not mistaken, right?
Right. Well, Flavor of Love was on
No,
VH1.
yeah, Flavor Love was VH1, but I'm talking about your
Yeah,
Making a Band. It was on
yeah,
MTV, but
yeah.
it's funny that you can't go find old MTV shows. Like, there's no like MTV app to watch old MTV programs, like watching like The Real
Real
World season
world.
10 or something.
God, the real world.
You know how you have Hulu and it just got all the, but Hulu's not a, you know what I'm saying? Like VH1, it got VH1, it got all the shows that you could just go back and watch all the whole season.
Mm-hmm.
MTV don't got that because they got mad shows from back in the day that I would have loved to watch again, son.
The
I
real,
want to go back and watch Real World New Orleans. You know what I'm saying?
the
With my
real,
boy Shubity Bobby Boo. You know what I'm saying?
the real world, bro. Oh
I
my.
love Real World New Orleans. That was one of my favorite ones. Bro did not care in that one, son. Yo, son.
Shout out to bro. He ain't care. Like,
He ain't care. He found his lane. He's sticking with it. You heard?
they like, yo, but people not gonna know what that means. You're like, yo, you just don't know art. You can't speak for all people. Some people only speak in music. So who is you to say that people don't know? You know, you know what I'm saying? They don't know audio. Like, who is you? You know what I'm saying? And they said in the booth like, yo, I don't get it. Yeah, boo, you don't get it. It's
Yeah,
cool,
it's not
brother.
for you, boo.
Right? You know what I mean? So that was for, yo. That one's a fire one. That one is fire one. But the real world, rules was fire, obviously, but the real world used to be my joint. My favorite one was Boston with Cyrus. I don't know if you remember Cyrus. And of course, after a while, the real world, they make everybody go get a job at a summer camp or something like that. Something, you know what I mean? And Cyrus would never show up.
Some goofy.
Goofy, but he always party. Like, you know what I'm saying? He got mad shorties coming to the crib. It's always the one dude that got mad things coming to the crib, and the rest of the roommates like, yo, we gotta get up and work tomorrow. He's like, Get out of here, man. I'm about to go have me some fun. But yo, real world popping. So real world is probably like the birth of everything, but with making a band a flavor of love, it took reality TV to a whole nother level.
No, that's a fact.
That fair to say?
That's a fact. They definitely did. They saw a market for it and just took off from there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fire, 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 man. I like I said, I just love that reality TV. And reality TV used to be like really good. Like it was intriguing to watch. Like it was really good. So make sure y'all tap in. Real quick. Oh, I almost forgot to tell y'all. We got some tickets. We got some tickets to the block party. We got some exclusive tickets to the block party. It sounds like Arturo is might be the first winner of tonight's special tickets. Yeah, dude, yeah. If you don't understand the wave, we appreciate your support if you're going to be here to support, but you can't cut. You can't cut. You sound washed. So, like, cut it out. Now you on our platform. So anything that you saying right now, you look completely and sound utterly foolish. Stop it. Stop it. I will take your girl. Stop it. You talking about grandfathers. Yeah, you wish your grandfather looked like this, bro. Don't make me talk my talk, bro. But until then, if you keep it up, I will introduce you to some tickets. They will be freshly yours to the block party. So keep it up. Yeah, yeah. You too old. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. See, you don't have no way to show who you are. You at home, you probably still live with your moms. Probably still getting claimed on her taxes. Get your life together. You on this platform, get your life together. All right. Send me some tickets. Cool. I got you, my man. I got you. I got you. Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Them tickets working quick, ain't it? Them tickets working quick, ain't it? Ooh. You look at that, bro. He got a ticket to the block party, baby.
Easy, easy
Easy
peasy.
work. Easy work. It's what we do around here, baby. Moving on to the next segment of our show. You got cologne for us?
Definitely got cologne for the rest of my bros out there. If you look good, you feel good, you smell good, you're gonna do good. So I figure if you're a rebel, you definitely want to tap into Confessions of a Rebel. It's only right. You could go about your own way. You don't go against it. You go against the grain. You don't do what other people do. So you definitely need this fragrance. Confessions of a Rebel. Fragrance is called Rebel Thorn. You know what I'm saying? Get on this. Confessions of a Rebel. Once again, Rebel Thorn. Oh, for my shakers out there, my movers and shakers, tap into that fragrance.
Make sure y'all get to that Rebel Dawn, man. Appreciate that. Mr. Saint, appreciate you tapping in. But make sure y'all get that smell good because the goal is to get the woman, get that smell good halfway through. All right, y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. It's time to wrap. This segment is brought to you by Button Snap, so you get classic movies, shows, documentary, original content for your viewing pleasure of $4.99. Again, Button Snaps. Speaking of which, I got my wife, Estelada, beautiful Magnolia. That's a fire joint, Roman Jack. Roman Jack, first class dude, man. First class dude, man. Family man, you know what I'm saying? Doing it big, grande big pause, you know what I'm saying, with his wife and his children. Yo, shout out to Rowan Jack, man. Just a straight class act, man. Appreciate you as always. As always. First hot topic of the night. The Grammys. The Grammys, the Grammys. So we had some highlights from the Grammys that I think is worth talking about. All right, so from the Grammys, I don't know if you've seen the pictures of the red carpet, but Ye and his wife Bianca graced the red carpet, and they happened to show her outfit. She pulled up in the in the fur coat, dropped that thing down, and she had on the seat. through skin outfit where you could see everything. T.A. Cool, her love box, you could see it all. Have you seen the pictures, bro?
I seen the clips of them, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, where else you was gonna go with it? Like, the only other place you can go with your art is to be naked in the most biggest watch place, the Grammys, and to, you know what I'm saying, get attention. That would be the ideal place to do it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I mean, from there, where else can you go?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, now you just can't be invited to no other awards or any other gatherings or anything like that, because they just won't know what you're gonna do. You might
Mm-hmm.
be just barred from anything else moving forward, because you could
Mm-hmm.
be, they could put it, you could put it on the guise of, oh, this is art and you don't understand art. Like, nah, son.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
nah, this is just egregious work, son. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, it don't make no sense. Like, and then for her wife to like not have her own mind to be like, yeah, that's a great idea, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
So both are out of their mind right now.
The pull up was fire. I'm not gonna lie. Ye pulled up in the platinum Mercedes. It looked fire. I don't know why you would have a platinum Mercedes, but hey, you do what you do, yay. No judgment, honestly. No judgment on the platinum Mercedes. It's actually kind of fire. But the fit in itself, like my brother alluded to, like how can we bottle everything into art and call it art when I have two eyes in my own opinion? And most people they view things that are very expensive or very out of pocket as fashion or art. What happened to just being classless or whack? Now, if I say it's whack, then oh, I don't know fashion. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you too regular. He thinking outside the box. You thinking outside the box. Is that really thinking outside the box and by not putting on any clothes, by making it look like that you don't have on any clothes, but you don't have on any clothes? It's not like she had on a bra and underwear and shorts, and then it just looked like she don't got no clothes on. And then when she opened it up, like, oh, you got clothes on. Oh, no, she was just straight butt naked under there. How was that art? How?
That's
So
the bullshit they're gonna try to use it.
Rowan, I like this that what Rowan Jack has said in the chat. He said OnlyFans meets the Emmys, and the awards is the best feet pics goes to Jada Pickett Smith, Big Toe. I seen that picture. That's a wicked picture. That's a wicked picture, Rowan Jack. That's a wicked picture. But yeah, I can't sweep it up into fashion when every time something is so out of pocket. Like even when I watch fashion shoots, you see them and people are walking down the runway and stuff that not just me, but anybody that I even know wouldn't wear that stuff. And I'm from Brooklyn, New York. We get fresh. We from New York City. When you go out in New York City, we like getting fly is the easiest thing that we do. When I go to other places, people are like, yo, why you so dressed up? I'm like, yo, this is not dressed up. This is regular. If I get dressed up, you won't know it's dressed up. So we keep masking this fashion and this understood genius and try to make it to seem like it's art when it's really not art. It's just poor taste. So that's what I have to say about the Kanye, well, Ye and his wife Bianca's outfit for the red carpet. Also some takeaways from the Grammys was, Beyonce finally won Best Album of the Year for Cowboy Carter. What do you think about that?
Uh, isn't that country song? Is
Yeah,
that country?
yeah. She did a whole country album.
That's crazy.
Hmm.
I mean, I mean, damn, it's like, I don't know the numbers. I'm not into country music, so I don't know what the numbers is. If like she beat out everybody based on the numbers, then
Mm-hmm.
yeah, she deserved it. But you know what I'm saying? Like it's weird time we in. So people getting awards just because they a name now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm not into country music, so I don't know about country music, who's a top tier artist in country music. Like I never even knew Beyonce did other country songs like that to get an album to win a Grammy in the country genre when country music been around. And I'm pretty sure there's like other country music artists that probably put in work to really get their album out there, put in the grind. And I don't know, she goes and wins that award. But shout out to her, you know what I'm saying?
But what's weird, the Grammys awarded her Best Album of the Year for a country album. The Country Album Awards, because they have their own awards, she didn't win. She wasn't even nominated for any of the awards. So, do you think that's more of a fumble on the Grammys or just the culture of country music not allowing artists to be artists?
Well, if the artist is being artist and the music is being pushed out and the audience for that genre is not teetering to your music, I mean, whose fault is it really? You know what I'm saying? Like if you put out a good product and the people you're targeting the product to don't buy the product, is it a good product? Even though you say it's a good product, but nobody's buying it.
Well, if you got that promotion, then if nobody's buying it, then that says a lot.
You know what I'm saying? It's based on the numbers. Who's buying the country albums? I'm not into country music, so I don't know.
Right, right. But see, the Grammys, the numbers is supposed to be a small part of it. Obviously, it has to have some sort of success. But when it comes to the album in itself, album in itself is supposed to be the sound, the vocals, the beats, the lyrics, the everything that encumbers to differentiate who has the best album of the year. So the fact that she won best album of the year in country from the Grammys, it speaks volumes. But when you don't even get nominated in the country music awards, so that lets me know that the country music awards have their own culture that they're not really accepting of anything but hardcore country. Like you can't be a pop artist and then want to do a country album. They like, yeah, nah. You can't even be a country artist coming out, but instead of singing, you rap your country style. And it's like that, they don't let that rock. So is it the culture of country music trying to keep their culture within, and they just let the Grammys be the Grammys? So that's what I'm saying. Is it more of a country music culture feeling,
Mhm.
or is it the Grammys just acknowledging that this person had the best album in the country realm?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, what's the stipulations? What's the guidelines? Because if they, as an artist, met those guidelines, then they should win the award.
Hmm.
But if there's different guidelines and then we don't know about, then you know what I'm saying? How can we judge it then?
Hmm.
But if you have all the guidelines and she won the award based on the guidelines, then she won. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But then what's the guidelines in their realm? What's the guidelines in country music that's so different from the Grammys? If
Mhm.
the Grammys is the epitome of
Right.
everything, if you're an artist, you know what I'm saying?
Right. 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 Now that makes a lot of sense. And this was her first album of the year. Her first. She has slews of Grammys, but this is her first album of the year. Another highlight from the Grammys that I want to quickly highlight is that Kendrick Lamar, he wins 5 Grammys, including Song of the Year. What do you think about that?
I mean, well deserved. It's like it was the biggest song of the year, so it's still bumping right now. So that's
Hmm.
that's a testament to how strong music can be. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't matter. It's good. It's gonna play and it's gonna do numbers all the way.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Shout out to Kendrick Lamar for doing this thing, and so those are the highlights from the Grammys a couple nights ago or last night. No, I think it was a couple nights ago. I'm bugging. All right, moving on to our next hot topic: NBA trades. NBA trades. NBA trades. I think it was a whole bunch of NBA trades. I'll tell you this much, and I really believe because the NBA is so boring to watch as far as the basketball games, they all play the same way, all play the same styles. No teams have their own personalities. There's no rivalries amongst the teams anymore. I think the amount of trades that they set out today was to try to save the league, to build the intrigue in the lead again. They was trying to trade or get Kevin Durant traded to the Golden State Warriors. They were trying to send him to the Warriors in with uh, in with Jimmy Butler. But what ended up happening was, I don't know if you heard, Jimmy Butler ends up going to the Warriors and Andrew Wiggins ended up going to Miami. So that was the start off of that trade. Brandon Ingram from New Orleans Pelicans, he is now on his way to the Toronto Raptors. Zach LaVine is also on his way to the Sacramento Kings. Kyle Kuzma is on his way to the Milwaukee Bucks. Chris Middleton is on his way to the Washington team. Marcus Smart is also on his way to Washington. The center, big man from the Hornets, Mark Williams, is on his way to the Lakers. Dennis Schroeder, I don't know where he ended up. He was supposed to be with the Jazz, and then as of a couple hours ago, he ended up with another team. Dennis Schroeder was actually traded 4 times in 24 hours. Chill, chill. I see you laughing, bro. Chill, chill. You know what I'm saying? But I want to touch on Dennis Schroeder real quick. Pause. But before we get there, what do you think of? And those are the bigger trades. And it was a madhouse today when it came to the trades. And they were still trying to get either KD. So now that he can't be with he can't be with the Golden State Warriors, they trying to get him traded to either the Lakers or the Dallas Mavericks. So I mean, which one of these trades kind of like intrigued you a little bit?
I mean, overall, it's like you gotta suck for a player on a team that y'all did mad good as a team, and y'all get into a certain point where you're like, all right, we have like maybe fourth or fifth place. Then the trade happens, then the people that you just bust your ass to get to fourth or fifth place, they gone now. A whole new squad come in.
Yeah,
It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
You put in all that work for nothing,
Mm-hmm.
almost in a sense. If you're one of the teams that still then need a lot of trades or needed like certain trades here and there, all right, fine. But you got whole teams just trading 2, 3 guys at a time, and this I know it's the trade deadline and stuff, but it got suck in the NBA like that to just be on the team winning, and then all of a sudden you get traded to a
Mm-hmm.
team now is like subpar. But you
Mm-hmm.
might be in a situation where you was at a subpar team and you get traded to a better team, so it
Mm-hmm.
goes either way. So it's kind of a little bit of shakeup, but as long as they ain't remove too many key pieces in other teams to just keep the matchup the same going into the playoffs, I think it'll be all right.
Like the NBA is a funny place because that's why I love the NFL and college football so much. It's like the worst players. Well, more so the NFL. I love college football the most, but the NFL has a system where the worst teams get first pick. Not necessarily the best players, they get a chance to get the first pick, right? The NBA is not built on that, right? So when you have all this intrigue on this player teaming up with this person over here, and it's like, all right, but y'all don't even give it time to work. Like the whole Phoenix thing, where you have Bradley Bill, you have Kevin Durant, you have Booker, they haven't even been together for a year. I don't believe so. And they ready to break that thing up already. When y'all was putting it together, oh yeah, we're gonna win 2, 3 championships, baby. It's gonna go crazy. Like y'all don't give it no time to sit or to really build. Even going back to the Brooklyn Nets, when we had KD, Kyrie, and Harden, they played only 22 games together. 22. There's 82 games in the season, and y'all only played 22 games together. And after that, it was breakup city. So it's like they don't give it no real space to let these teams really build and breathe. And then when you hear a guy, oh, he over the hill or he getting older, oh, for real, he getting older. How old is he? Oh, he 33. How's that getting old, bro? Like you still see LeBron James at 40 years old still killing.
Dropping 28 a game.
Come on, like we gotta stop pushing this narrative that you know 40 is old and 30 something is old when people are still solid and valuable in society. If you take care of yourself, when you get to your 30s and your 40s, yo, you be better than ever. So the value that people try to like get over on the fact that oh yeah you older so this that and you still get your ass bust. LeBron James is still busting a whole lot of ass. Pause. So at the end of the day, when you look at all these trades, it's really to save their lead and not necessarily a real fit. Like Jimmy Butler to the Warriors, I don't think that's a real fit. I don't see how that works out. Me personally, now we've seen what the Warriors look like with KD. I don't think it's going to be the same with Jimmy Butler. He's a solid player. He's a real good player. But at the end of the day, I don't think that's a complete mesh. Even with Luca and and LeBron James, their games is kind of their games is kind of the same. So, but because they're great players, they're gonna make it work. But it's not a game where you see the games like, oh yeah, they mesh. Like with Dallas, when you got Kyrie, Anthony Davis, and Klay Thompson, their games complement each other. But all these teams is just making a move to make a move and just to save their lead. So I think it's more so of that. Um, touching on Dennis Schroeder real quick, pause. He said that we basically he said that this is basically modern day slavery. We're living in a game where it's modern day slavery. Before you go, I do want to say something about that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna let you go first because I have a take that because he's been traded 4 times in 24 hours, and he said this is basically modern day slavery.
How's it modern day slavery where you getting paid millions of dollars to put a ball in a basket? Pause. That you signed a contract to do. What are you talking about? You live in a country it was supposedly where you playing basketball and getting paid millions of dollars is considered slavery. That's insane to me. And the crazy part is you free to say dumb shit like that. That's the beauty about being in America.
While still being employed.
While still being employed by them niggas that's paying you the millions of dollars. They could not pay you, bro. Not look for a team for you. Just you cut off now. You know what I'm saying? And you was in the league for years. So I hope you I hope you stacked your chicken. That's
See,
insane.
see, my thing is this, right? Basketball in this country is an elective. That means you choose to do it. This is not something that somebody held a gun to your head or anything like that. This is something that you put blood, sweat, and tears in to get better at a craft that you chose to do. Mind you, Dennis Schroeder is not 6'7", 6'9", where he kind of feel like he gotta play ball because that's his only way to get out. Because he's like, he's a spectacle of an athlete because of his size. Dennis Schroeder is maybe 6 foot, bro. So to be in the NBA and to be a short guy in the NBA, you have to be very skillful. So to his credit, you was able to develop your skills to make it to the NBA, right? The fact that you're being traded, you're able to be traded, meaning that you're a piece, you are a tradable piece, but you're not a piece that people are going to build around. You're the type of guy, if we're playing 2K and I need to get a deal done, I'm going to trade Dennis Schroeder. That's a fact. No disrespect to you, but you're still in the NBA. You're still making 300, damn near 300,000, if not over 300,000 per game. 300,000. Let me say that again. Over $300,000 per game. There's 82 games in a season, y'all. 300,000. He might be making 350,000 per game. That's not modern day slavery, bro. Not for something that you choose to do. They didn't pick you up on the street nowhere. He was drafted. He not from America, bro. He from Germany. So there's a whole other process to getting drafted. And we joke about it all the time, straight from one of our favorite movies, Killer Season. They pick niggas for this shit.
And
Everybody don't get a chance to rock.
they want to say goofy shit like this, thinking niggas gonna rock with that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Come on. So at the end of the day, like this notion that this modern day slavery, bro. If it's modern day slavery, say you quit, go home. Don't play no more basketball for the NBA. Play basketball in where,
Germany. Go back to Germany.
or right wherever you live, bro, and play in the backyard and go crazy. Go hammies in the backyard. Do countdowns in the backyard. 5, 4, 3, 2. Dennis Schroeder in the back. Do that in the backyard. If this is modern day slavery, you made the type of money salary wise that you can walk away from the game, right? So if this is modern day slavery, walk away, bro. And still is employed by the NBA. Like, yo, crazy. And you signed up for this. Like anybody that plays any sport, you signed up for this, bro. You know people. So all right, so let me ask you this, bro. How many years have the NBA been around?
Shit, almost 80 years.
So this year, was this the first time in history we had trades?
Always been trades.
So you knew it come with the game, bro.
You got Dennis Schroeder get traded so many times. I think he done played for every team in the league already. He should already know this by now.
Come on, bro.
But the mere fact you still getting a check is like, bro, like you miss me with the fake, like you struggling out here. You know what I'm saying?
Come on.
Like stop.
Come on. Even if you in Utah, whether you're in Brooklyn or whether you're in Golden State, you're still getting the best life that you could provide for yourself and for your family.
In the best neighborhood, best schools, all that. So
Come
like, what
on,
are you
man.
talking about?
Cut it out, man. Go sit down somewhere, or leave, or leave.
You can always go back to where you from.
All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Question: Is it a soft move or a boss move? Big Meech, the legendary Big Meech from BMF, uh, he took a picture with Rick Ross in promoting a car show, and since then, 50 Cents, uh, he's not feeling that. He's posted several things. After that, he posted a rat poster with Big Meech in mind. Uh, Kind of suggesting the reason why he was able to get out is because he would, he rolled over on some people to get out. Not to mention, he was very vocal in helping making Big Meech's son, Little Meech, a star with the show BMF. That's He's playing his father. Do you think it was?
Oh, you was breaking up a little bit when you were saying the question. What was it? On Big Meech's part, it's you know what I'm saying. He's in his mind, he's Big Meech, so he's pretty much like everybody's big homie, right? So
Mm-hmm.
in his mind, he don't see nothing wrong with it. But
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent mind, he sees a problem with that because he has issues with Rick Ross. But the way 50 Cent went about it showcased his hand where he was salty about it. He should have just did it in a more quiet move where um just low key finish off the season in BMF and then that's it, cut ties, do a new project.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But don't like because 50 gonna troll, but this one is like this one is a strategic move because it has so many other nuances in it. You know what I'm saying? Like people are so infatuated with Big Meech, but people don't even understand the greatest if you're into drug culture, and I study drug culture and drug history, but one of the greatest and most prolific drug traffickers just came home in Fabio Ochoa. So people worried about a Big Meech. Like that's nothing compared to a Fabio Ochoa. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when we talk about the hierarchy of this stuff, like y'all focusing on the wrong thing. So back to 50 Cent, it should have been more of a boss move for him because you're now having a whole studio. You gotta move different. So you see the disrespect, you peep it, you clock it, and then you correct it, but you can't do it in that trolling manner anymore. You gotta do it differently. You know what I'm saying? So my take was him trolling in that manner just showcased like that was a weak move in my part.
Mm, mm. Me, I disagree. I disagree. The trolling man, I mean, 50 is 50. I mean, that's my cancer brother right there. You know, nobody could be big petty than a cancer. You know what I mean? Like just straight big petty, you know. But at the end of the day, I dig it mainly because if I have a known situation with someone and you supposed to be my man's, and I did all for you that 50 has done for Big Meech, I'm gonna feel a type of way. Now, how I would handle it would be different. That's because it's just my personality, right? But 50 cents in itself, I could see that he's letting it be known, like, yo, I don't rock with you, bro. And because I don't rock with you, and now you trying to make me seem like a soft dude by rocking with somebody I don't rock with, and then now I'm busting up money with you, and I'm allowing you to get this bread because nobody asked for a BMF series. So I'm allowing you to get this bread. I wanted to uphold your name because I felt like you was a real dude. Now you playing in my face. So because of that, I'm gonna show you better than I could tell you. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cut the show, period, point blank, because I already have other shows. So this show right here is cool. It made me some money, but like, let's be real. Like 50 Cent always has he got the power book. He got that in the tuck. He can do whatever he want with power book. So if you gonna play with me and rock with somebody that I don't rock with, that I have real beef with, then I'm not rocking with you no more. But I think that behavior is also case by case because there's some people that have pre-existing relationships with other people, and you could beef with somebody, and that particular person is neutral, right? But that's not the case. So if I'm Big Meech, I would have played that way more strategic than what he displayed. Me personally, here I have somebody that's putting my name on blast and putting me into a positive light, having my likeness and image in the show, having my son being able to get money, and I'm looked at as the drug dealer, but I'm looked at as somebody that could be redeemable. And now I'm home. The first thing I'm doing, I'm not going to maneuver in that manner, me personally, to mess up the grander scheme of things. Like that's just me personally.
Mm-hmm.
So, but for Meech, I think for me, I say it was a soft move because now look at the effects of it. Now you're not gonna have no more show depicting your life, and people like now when the show is gonna go off eventually, right? But there's an interest piece that picks up. You could have got paid for interest pieces. You could have got paid. You could have dabbled. You could have found your way back into the good graces where 50 Cent has the green light. He got what is called the green light game. So he could have brought you in doing something else, and now you can acclimate it to doing other things. I mean, it just wasn't a strategic move. Like, yeah, you're gonna get some money with Rose by doing the car show, but that's honestly short lived. That's how I look at it.
It's not long tier bread. It's not credits on executive producer type money. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Long money that stretch forever. You get a residual check from that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
Hmm.
and he has a studio, so he could have been so many other things, other parts of your life or whatever. Yeah, that could have been so many other things could have happened. But
Right. Right. And then, like I said, it's also case by case. If you have a pre-existing relationship with somebody, then it shouldn't be it shouldn't be no issue because you your own man. You your own man. You do what you want to do, but you got to deal with the consequences of being your own man as well too, because the decisions that you make is a ripple effect around other people, and you have to make sense of that. You have to show where your loyalties lies. That's just a real thing, and that's why I say it's also case by case, because if I'm if I have a pre-existing relationship with somebody and now you have beef with this person, I'm trying to make sure that y'all two can find a path to get to some sort of peace. You see what I'm saying? But I'm not going to show you that I'm rocking with him over you. Pause, because you my brother. See what I'm saying?
You would think these OGs would have that type of principle and type of sense, but you know what I'm saying? It doesn't display that in their actions.
And then for some people it's like, well, you're not being your own man. How you not being your own man? You letting them know what it is. Your loyalty is your loyalty. And if you over here, you over there, you moving like a hoe, you're gonna get treated like one. So, you know,
Real wacky.
real wacky. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. The streamer Kai Sanat is being called broke. He's being called broke for not wanting to pay for a $500 haircut. What do you think about that?
First of all, how you gonna charge $500 for a haircut? He's not getting a haircut. He's getting a shape up.
Facts.
So the audacity of you to tell him that the audacity of the barber to charge him $500 for a shape up, I would have smacked fire at him with his own clippers and have him shape me up, and I'm giving him $20
Mm-hmm.
and I'm walking out. You just shaping up the bro beard, and you don't even got a beard yet.
Yeah, he only
So
got. Yeah, I don't think he got a bid.
that's what I'm saying. He
Yeah,
got that little light joint. He's trying to get his joint in. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? It ain't there yet. You just, you know what I'm saying? Like, gotta let it grow. But you gonna charge him $500 for that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No.
And then he also replied with, even $100
It's
is like,
egregious.
he's like, yo, he don't understand the culture of barbers, where basically if a celebrity come to their shop, get a lineup or get a cut, now they celebrity barbers, and now their regular cuts have went to $40, um, $40, from $40 to $500.
I remember a day when we was back in school when bro and them was trying to charge us $20 for a haircut. And
It's
we
like,
wasn't going for it. But we had no choice because we was stuck up in them hills. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying? So we had to pay that 20. But we was tight about paying that 20. But my point was that was for a whole haircut.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? $20.
mhm,
Bro trying to charge $500 for a shaper. It's insane.
mhm,
For a haircut right now, I give you 60. And that's crazy.
mhm,
But for a whole haircut, if I had short hair and I let it grow, I'll probably give you 6. But normally 35.
mhm.
But
60
$500 is
is
egregious.
crazy to me. I'm sorry. 60 is crazy to me.
One time I got caught paying $40 and I was upset, really
Mhm.
upset, but I really needed the shape up. And I thought bro understood, like, yo, I need this shape up. And at the end, hit me with the 40. I'm like, never again, son.
Yeah.
One
Yeah.
time. And then you gonna get this 40 one time. Never
Mhm.
again, son.
Mhm.
So no,
Yeah.
$500 is egregious. Like, get out of here, son. It's
Yeah.
not that he's broke. It's just y'all crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. I agree. And the fact that he spoke on it, I think it would have some sort of effect moving forward, because like this is ridiculous. Like everybody trying to get their money, but I knew barbers who was getting their money fresh to death growing up, and they was charging $8 to $12 a cut, going crazy. And I know we live in a different time financially, and not to say that you don't want to update your prices, but 500 is ridiculous. 100 is crazy. Like, let's keep it in reason, yo. Let's keep it in reason. It's getting out of hand. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. Clarissa Shields beat Daniel Perkins in the 10th round knockdown. Uh, Daniel Perkins The 6 foot, 177 pounder gave Clarissa a good fight, but Clarissa was able to uh, win with the victory in a 10th round knockdown. She was also escorted to the ring with her boyfriend, Papoose. He rapped a song on her way to the ring as the intro music, and by comedian Lou Young. Lou Young was wearing the matching Frank Lucas, fit with the hat and the fur, holding her belts. Walking to the ring with her. What do you think of Clarissa Shields winning her? She's won all the belts and she won her her latest fight. What do you think about that?
I mean, she's top tier. Like, ain't nobody else gonna really knock her off her square right now. She don't want all the belts. She's the best fighter in the world. So, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to her. And shout out to Papoose finding a real one, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Out of going through
The
the
ringer.
heartbreak that he went through, you know what I mean? Bro
Mm-hmm.
found him a righteous one. And, you know what I'm saying? He got his raps on back. And you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Everything good in the hood, you heard?
yeah, yeah. And like I said, me personally, her as a fighter, man, this girl could fight. She could fight. The girl was bigger than her. She had a physical advantage. The girl was 6 foot, a full 6 foot, and 177 pounds. Clarissa Shields might be 5'7", 5'8", might at best, But she was putting them paws on her, them hands on her, and she handled her business. The whole papoose, walking, being escorted by her boyfriend and him performing is dope. Comedian Lou Young was hilarious with that damn matching Frank Lucas said. It was hilarious. So shout out to Clarissa Shields for doing her thing. Her new movie just came out as well, and it was a pretty good movie. I sat down and watched that as well. So shout out to Clarissa Shields for winning her latest fight. Moving on to our next hot topic. Nobody has talked about this at all. Nobody. I'm looking all through my social media and nobody is talking about this. One person did, but they did it in a very, they just a big troll. But seriously, rest in peace to Irv Gotti. RIP to Irv Gotti. He had another stroke, which stemmed from diabetes, and he was in a vegetation state at some point before they eventually pulled the plug. Irv Gotti was a CEO, music producer for the Inc. or AKA Murder Inc. record label, and he introduced the world to artists such as Ja Rule, Ashanti, Charlie Baltimore, Vita, and Lloyd, the singer Lloyd. What do you think about the Irv Gotti passing?
It was definitely a tragic moment. It was definitely unseen. It was something nobody, for me, I wasn't prepared for. And to find out it happened, it was just a sad moment knowing about Irv Gotti and when he was running Murder Inc. and all those years. It just was a pivotal time again in rap and growing up in Queens. And from that 97 to 2003, 2005, when or Murder Inc. was like running supreme in the rap game. It was just like the best times to be alive during that.
That's a
And
fact.
that he passed, like damn, a part of history is like gone and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's like shout out to his family. It's a tough time they going through and all that.
Yeah, that's a fact, man. I know the whole thing with with G Unit and people pick sides and all this, that, and the third, and that was all great entertainment. But at the end of the day, this is real life. You know what I'm saying? And this man had lost his life, and he's leaving real people behind. He has friends and family that love him, and his colleagues that rock with him. I mean, and he meant so much to the culture. His input in at certain places such as Murder Inc. or the um and even before he got to the Murder Inc. being a CEO, he was a producer for a multitude of artists: DMX, Jay Z, um, Mary J. Blige. I mean, the list goes on and on. So again, rest in peace, and again, condolences to your family, to the legendary Irv Gotti, man. 50 Cent is such a troll. Like when it happened, he was sitting there. He has a picture, posted a picture with a cigar in his mouth, talking about he's smoking on that Irv pack. And then, he was like, "Nah, but for real though, rest in peace." You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, 50, you such a cancer, yo. Like, yo. But not, but seriously, 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 because I don't want to sound disingenuous. Rest in peace, Irv Gotti. All right, moving on to our next hot topic: viral video. Viral New York woman who refused to leave Pakistan is on her way back home to New York. Uh, Unja Andrew Robinson, which is 33 years old, she traveled to Karachi, Pakistan, to marry a 19-year-old Nadine Ahmed Mintman. They met via online, and you laughing already. They met via online. Up on arrival, Nadal's family did not approve of her and of the marriage, or their union. So he wasn't allowed to marry her. So she was left stranded, and undeterred, she camped out outside the family's house, but only to find herself locked out, and the family uh, basically was gone. They went somewhere else until she left. Um, what do you think about that? Before I get into some of the other stuff regarding this case, regarding this situation.
Like, this is hilarious, but the family was like, yeah, nah, we're not rocking with this. Like,
Hmm.
something about it was just not right. And they little, you know what I'm saying? Antennas went up and they was just like, nah, we good. Don't find Kandahar or somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
The attendance was all the way up. I mean, Buddy 19 and she 33. So that right there.
Off rip. That's like, you know what I'm saying? Antennas is way up. Whoa, what's going on here?
Hmm.
So nah, it wasn't happening. That's just, I mean, this is the time we in. This is what's going on right now. So I mean, people get rejected all the time. You gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying?
Every day, B.
Every day, son.
But this kept legs though. This kept legs though. Despite the efforts from local entities that raised money for her to get back home, she held a press conference. I don't even know why they gave her the platform to do this, but she held some sort of press conference, making her appeals to the public, to the government, saying she's asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week in my pocket in cash. She demanded from their government
For what?
to leave.
They'll just fly you first class. They don't even gotta pay you. Just, you know what I mean, pick you up, Uber, Lyft. You know what I'm saying? If they might have to get you an XL jump. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
And then no problem. They gonna fly you. No problem. They
Right,
say,
right.
what you asking for is just egregious, and
It's,
they not jacking it. It's not happening. But the flight back home, the fact that the people even came up with bread to get you situated
hmm
showcases this humanity out there, because they could have just went about their day.
hmm Rowan Jack is on it. Rowan Jack is on it in the chat. He on it. He on it. He said she wanted Pakistan to pay her 5 grand. No, it was more than 5 grand. She wanted 100. This is her own words. I'm asking for 100K or more. I need 20K by this week in my pocket in cash. She demanded from their government for her to go home.
Yeah,
Now,
no.
and since she's went viral, her son has later revealed that she's bipolar and describes her mentally unwell.
Yeah, it sounds about right.
Yeah, sound about right. Sound about right.
I don't know how she got all the way to Pakistan before people realized, like, you know what I'm saying, that something ain't right about the situation. But you know,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, man, like she ain't gonna make it home. Well, oddly enough, her latest interview, because this is really like a an interest piece out in Pakistan. and she has a team of people. The interview was like, "Yo, who these people around behind you?" It was like 3, 4 people. It's like, "Oh, this is my team. They've been taking care of me since I've been here in Pakistan."
I
So,
mean,
so just like that, straight New Yorker that's mentally ill, got bipolar, got a team. Where they do that at? I'm just saying, I ain't never heard nothing like that. Her to, take over. They ready for us in DC.
I'm
DC,
just
they ready.
saying,
Pakistan, they ready.
you put a New Yorker anywhere, they gonna take over some shit. You know what I'm saying? How you get a press conference and demand niggas to pay you to leave? That is some gangster shit,
Yo,
son.
for real, I ain't never heard of that.
To even get the press conference, and I seen bro and them. I didn't even know she came out there for marriage at first. Cause I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, what is she out there doing? I thought it was some humanitarian work. That's when she was asking for the bread.
Mm-hmm.
But the mere fact she went out there for some other shit, then got roped into this new shit.
Mm-hmm.
Man, listen, so you can't stop a New Yorker from shining, man. That's it, son.
Yo, I ain't.
Yo, press conference and all have bro and them in the back standing tall, like, yup, whatever she say, yup, we
Yeah,
rocking with it.
yeah.
We
Like,
need that. You know what I'm saying?
so if she got the grown men standing tall, like walking tall, I
With
can't.
the turban and all that, you know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
Beard,
So
hefty, you know what I'm saying?
I couldn't imagine what type of mind control she would have had over that 19-year-old jit.
She got mind control over Debo, you know what I'm
Over
saying?
Debo, you heard? Mind control. You know what I mean? So this particular situation, like, is real wild. And at the end of the day, I mean, they said it best in the chat that she's mentally unwell. But the fact that she went over there and said, I've never heard, I'm not going to leave until y'all give me bread. It's like, all right, you don't want to leave? All right, we're going to arrest you. And then we just going to send you back. Like, it's just that simple.
We're gonna just scoop you, you know what I'm saying? Just ship you up out of here.
But nah, it's like she on that money time. So, but she's on her way back. It's not specified whether she got the money or not, but she's on her way back. If she's not on her way back, Rowan Jack said in chat she is now the U.S. Ambassador of Pakistan. Or she's now the U.S. Ambassador of Pakistan. But she's on her way back though. As of today, she's on her way back. All right, moving on to our next hot topic. We talked about the band earlier. So the band MTV's Making the Band, one of P Diddy's groups that he made from Making the Bands. Sarah Stokes, one of his artists, has revealed that she was touched by P Diddy in an unspecified area, and she said that it was out of pocket and she felt violated. She said this via on one of these documentaries on the diddler, um, and she had said this. Now, in response of her saying that, one of her bandmates, Young Chopper or Chopper City, he responded saying that he remember making the band so vividly, where her and Diddy had relationships, physical relationships, where they would all be downstairs and he would come get Sarah to come upstairs and she wouldn't come back for hours. And when she came back, she looked like, she was getting it popping. And he also revealed that she also had relationships, sexual relationships with band member Freddie P, and a possible sexual encounter with Genuine. What do you think about that?
I mean, it's all believable. That's why I said that we can't even go back and rewatch those old clips of Making the Band. 'Cause like I said, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see things that we forgot that we saw because we weren't paying attention to certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Not that there's light being shed in a lot of dark areas. Now, if we were to go back, I'm pretty sure there'd be evidence of her creeping. I
Yes.
remember there was a scene where she was on dinner or some
Yes.
shit.
Yes.
I'm like, wait, how is she on dinner with bro and them,
Mm-hmm.
but she married? But if the cameras wasn't there, she would be in the dinner date anyway. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't get it.
Mm-hmm.
But now all of a sudden you was touched inappropriately. Oh, I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I mean,
Making the band was 20 some years ago.
oddly enough, right? That it felt like yesterday, to be honest with you.
So I don't know. That's kind of
And
not saying. what she's saying is not valid, but it's kind of like questionable right now.
Yes, it's very questionable. See, like you said, the validity of it is like, okay, but now if you had an ongoing relationship with this person, like I say it all the time, no means no. Even yes means no, fellas. No means no, yes means no, right? So at the end of the day, and the reason why I say that is because at any point of the act, she could say no and you got to stop, right? So, but if you have history with this man, it makes the credibility very shaky. If you had ongoing dealings with this man and you have witnesses saying that, yo, I don't know all about that. Like even Young Chopper has said that he don't know Diddy to really be a trafficker of women. He know Diddy to have a lot of chicks and then took down a lot of chicks. But to say that he was raping or abusing women, he didn't see that. Right. So this is not a defend Diddy moment, right? But I'm talking about basically what she said, what Young Chopper said, and what and what Diddy hasn't been able to really say much, right? So he's saying that on several occasions he came downstairs because remember Diddy used to live upstairs, or he used to stay in the house with them at times. At times he would dip, and at other times he would come in the crib and chill. And when he would, yo, come upstairs, come up real quick. Like I'll holler at you. Right. So he said he's seen that happen. Then he spoke on a situation where he personally walked into the room where she was going to town on Freddie P from making a band, one of their other bandmates. And I quote, she was effing this out of Fred. So when he walked in and she jumped off, like, yo, and this was all at the time when she was married. But you know how relationships go. Sometimes people could be together, but they won't get divorced or whatever case may be. But she was still technically married, so he's seen that encounter. And then there was another encounter where Genuine knocked on the door looking for her, and Chopper and he told Chopper he was like, "Yo, I got a couple of things in my room. You know what I'm saying? You could get at them because I just got at them, but I'm looking for Sarah." And supposedly Chopper went to go deal with the two that Genuine had set up, and later on Sarah and Genuine had met up or whatever, but she didn't come back for hours. So what do you think about all this?
I'm just saying the timing is just very questionable. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just so apparent that now you want to tell your story when the opposing party is not in a position to tell their side. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
all I'm saying, I would love to watch all the Making a Band season again. I would love to
Yeah,
watch that.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
pretty sure it's real wild evidence on that joint that just be like, nah, she Catholic.
yeah.
Allegedly.
Right, right. I I'm telling you, they have them sporadically up on YouTube. Obviously, they don't have the full clips, everything, but they have little stuff here and there. You can kind of piece them together. But this is what he said in response to her saying what she said about Diddy. All right, moving on to our next hot topic, college football. NFL Ash picks is in. NFL Ash picks is in. We got the Super Bowl, baby. The Super Bowl coming up this weekend. Chiefs versus Eagles. Y'all already know who I'm going with. I'm going with my squad, my team, the Kansas City Chiefs. We're going to try to get this three-peat and beat the Eagles. Eagles is a really good team, but but we going hunting this weekend. We going hunting for Eagles, baby. So we going to get that hot W. What say you, bro? What team are you going with for Chiefs and Eagles for the Super Bowl?
Nah, I'm gonna go with the Eagles.
You gonna rock with the Eagles? Why the Eagles?
My man Saquon gotta do the Giants dirty the way they did him dirty. You know what I'm saying? He gotta go and win it all. Just gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Showcase like, yo, you try to play him. So this will be the biggest fuck you ever. You know what I'm saying? Get your mind right. Don't do that again.
the,
Next time, pay the man. You
the
got the
more
money, man. Pay him, man. Shit.
the more Saquon balls out and the more they win, every week is like, yo, they go back to the Giants and be like, and they show that clip where, so what are we gonna do about Saquon? Like, there ain't nobody gonna pay him that money. And the owner was like, but are you sure though? And the dude like, yeah, but are you sure though? Like, cause I just spoke to a couple of my other owner chums, and they would love to have a running back like Saquon Penn, whatever he want. So you sure about this? Cause I think this is a terrible idea. And he like, yeah, nah, we good.
Yeah, nah, we not. You know what I'm saying?
So, so my brother going with the Eagles. I'm going with the Chiefs. I'm seeing Chiefs in the chat. Shout out to Steve in the building. But yeah, man, we gonna be smoking on that Eagles pack. But the Eagles is a good team, man. Good team. So I'm going with the Eagles. So if you're trying to win you some money, go with the Chiefs, y'all. All right, moving on to our next segment. Our next segment is brought to you by Bravo Section. Make sure you go to bigbravosection.com. Again, bigbravosection.com. You can buy dope photography, or you can book a session with one of the best photographers in the world, especially if you're in the hot, sunny Miami area. If you're not in the area, still book that session. My brother will fly out and take care of that session at bigbravosection.com. Tap in. You got a petty thought, petty laws, petty words for us?
Definitely got some words out the Black's Law Dictionary. Every week we pick random words out the dictionary. Words I feel, even though they're random, it's legal terms that I feel put us in a bind if we don't understand the legal definition of these words, right? So the
Mm.
first word is color of law. So it's the appearance or semblance without the substance of legal right. Misuse of power, possessed by virtue of state law and made possible only because wrongdoers is clothed with the authority of state. Is action taken under the 14th Amendment and means pretense of law and includes actions of officers who undertake to perform their official duties. So they letting you know right there that being under the 14th Amendment, they are operating in the color of law, which means that it is an appearance of law, but it has no substance of legal right.
Mhm.
So if you understand what that means, you can go ahead and petition and fight for your actual true human rights, not civil rights. You want to go after your human rights. Next word is misnomer. So misnomer is a mistake in name, given incorrect name to a person in accusation, indictment, pleading deed, or other instruments. Under the rules practice in some states, such is grounds for dismissal. So if you are labeled as a misnomer, regardless of what might happen, because of that mistake, the whole case can be thrown out. So if you can prove that them calling you a misnomer, black, African American, these are misnomers, they're not real terms. So any any case brought up against you has grounds for dismissal because it's also part of color of law. So remember, understand, I had read the word citizen before, so it ties into this definitional these other two words I just mentioned. So I'm gonna give you citizen again. So one, under the Constitution and laws of the United States or of a particular state, is a member of political community owing allegiance and being entitled to the enjoyment of full civil rights. Remember, civil rights. You don't want civil rights. You want human rights. All persons born or naturalized in the U.S. and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the U.S. and of the state wherein they reside. Remember, I told you the state is under the color of law. So, being a 14th Amendment citizen, why would you want to be that? You ever notice that whenever they talk about other people from other countries, they call them Cuban national,
Mhm.
Mexican national,
Mhm.
but when you're American, you're an American citizen.
Yeah.
You're not an American national.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You gotta see the key words and the words and how they play. You assume that them being a national coming from Cuba because it's a third world country. Oh, you don't want to be a national.
Mhm.
because a Mexican coming from Mexico, the way Mexico is viewed in American media, it may seem like, oh, that's a poor country. No, no, no. They have their sovereign rights.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they're nationals. Citizen, you don't have sovereign rights. You have civil rights.
Mm-hmm.
So you're only 3/5. You forget the other parts, the human rights.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So last word is civil. Civil is of relating to the state or its citizenry, relating to the private rights and remedies sought by civil actions as constructed with criminal proceedings.
Mm-hmm.
See, they're very tricky with the words. They will say private rights, but it's remedies sought by civil actions. Again, you want remedies sought by human actions, human rights. You don't want civil rights. You want human rights.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So these words this week was color of law, misnomer, citizen, and civil. Ron Jack, I got your words, blasphemy and sacrilegious. I got you next week. So again, if you guys have words, regular words that you think may have a legal definition behind it, definitely it will.
Mm-hmm.
Please put it in the chat and I'll look it up for next episode.
Yeah. And it's so fire that we don't necessarily go through the script of the show, but your words always not kind of your words fits the theme of any show that we ever do. So the things that we talk about throughout the show, it fits the different parts of our show. So that is completely fine. That shows that we, brothers are in sync. You know what I'm saying? Brothers
Be
pick
on
up.
that director's chair soon enough. You heard?
You know what I'm saying? Brothers pick up a book and read. You know what I'm
You know
saying?
what I'm saying?
Nah.
Probably give me a couple of books, you know what I mean?
Yo, all right, y'all. Moving on to our next segment, y'all. Our Keep the Lie Live segment.
Keep the lie alive.
The Lie Live. So my Keep the Lie Live for this episode is survival versus lifestyle. And I seen something earlier that drove me crazy. And this particular person has said this before, and I didn't address it all the way. So Angel Reese, it came up again with Angel Reese saying that, you know, the WNBA don't pay her that much. She's actually playing in another league right now, and then she's going back to the WNBA. And it's so funny. She was kicked out of the game or something like that, and she's like, "Get me out of here! Like I can't wait till the WNBA season starts." But you just made mention that the WNBA don't pay you that much, and they only pay you 80,000 a year, 80,000 a year, and her rent is 8,000 a month. And she just and shout out to her for doing this. Before I go in, she retired her mom. She just did a segment on a podcast with her mom on it, and she retired her mom. That is dope. That is amazing. That is beautiful. But her statement is ridiculous when she said that $80,000, she's barely surviving. She cannot survive off of 80,000 a year. Like, what are you talking about? There's a difference between having survival and having a lifestyle. Your lifestyle that you accumulate may not be supported by $80,000. But how many times that we've seen in this country that the times that we lived on this planet where people survive, the word survive on way and much less with 3, 4 kids. You a single lady, single woman. Now, is 80,000 worth your value? Is 80,000 the most that they could pay you for something that they want to do? And if that's the case, then 80,000 is your value. If you go to any other team, would that team pay you 80,000? Because that's the most that they could pay you and your value to that particular lead and that entity. Yes. But if you make more money outside of that league, then your value is what you make outside. So if you make $1 million outside of the WNBA, then $1 million or whatever the exact amount of millions, then that is your value. But you're choosing to play in the WNBA. To say that you cannot survive off of 80K is ridiculous when majority of the country wish that they made 80K. So to survive and then to have a lifestyle is completely two different things. And we get so caught up. when people say, "Oh, 80,000 ain't no money. 80,000 ain't no money." You know who say 80,000 ain't no money?
They don't got no money.
And niggas that don't got no type of money. When
If
you
she was
got
smart, she, not to cut you off, if she was smart, she wouldn't have retired her mom so early. She would have stacked her bread up. Maybe go back home, live with your mom a little bit. Maybe have her take less work, because you know what I mean. You're making a little bit more, because at the end of the day, you work, you playing ball.
mm-hmm,
You know what I'm saying? You're only working 4 months out the year,
mm-hmm,
and you get 80 bands.
mm-hmm,
Like, come on, like, let's be serious.
mm-hmm,
But you caught up in this lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? You like this ideology that you're supposed to be balling when you don't really got it. How you balling if you don't got it?
mm-hmm,
It's cool to ball on a budget. Like, there's stories, but see, they don't praise people like that. They don't praise Tim Duncan for having a car uh, that he got from high school, even though he was the first round draft pick or some shit and got 100 million and still driving the same car from high school.
mm-hmm,
4 or 5 years into the league. You
mm-hmm.
just got into the league second year. You talking about $8,000 a month apartment? That's dumb. That's dumb. I'm sorry, that's retarded. That don't make no sense. Even if I'm making 80 grand, why would I spend 8,000 of my 80 grand just on living? That's
And,
stupid.
and again, the difference between survival and lifestyle. You want to keep up. You want
You
to keep
could, bro, you could have a good ass spot for 2,500. 25,
in,
that's
in,
good.
in any city.
Any city,
In
two
any
bedroom, fly, and it's gonna be fly. Any city you at.
but of course, everybody wants to live downtown. Everybody wants the big window and all the fly stuff. And that's cool if you can maintain that. But again, there's a big difference between lifestyle and survival. So to say that you can't survive off 80,000 is crazy. And the only people that say, "Oh, 80,000 ain't no real money," is people that don't got it, that ain't never seen 80K. You know who don't say 80,000 ain't no real money? Is people with 80K. It's people with more than 80K. It's people who are millionaires don't say that 80K ain't no real money. Cause in this country, you could make damn near anybody do anything for 80K. Damn near anything. For a year, most people in this country don't even make nowhere near that amount of money.
At all.
It's staggering when you actually do the math and you actually do the research. People that make 80K, not just 100K, 80K, it's staggering. It's staggering. So to say that you can't survive, the operative word survive, survive, survive. Difference between lifestyle and survival.
How do you think the millionaires got to be millionaires? You think they got to be millionaires by spending $10,000 a night at the strip club?
Come on,
Like, come on, son.
come
Like,
on.
they got to be millionaires by not spending a damn bit of their bread.
Hmm.
And then because they got it now, they supposed to spend it on you? Fuck
Right,
out.
right,
Why?
right.
Why? Because you're you? Nah. They got there because they made smart decisions. Spending on somebody ain't a smart decision to get their money up. How they gonna double it giving the money to you?
But just like, so let's keep it real, right? Let's keep it real, right? With this lifestyle, what comes with this lifestyle that you want that's not a part of survival? Because to survive, you need to what? Pay your rent, pay your car note, get a car, pay your car note, car insurance, have a cell phone, buy food, clothes, and other things or whatever. Those are part of the survival. But you can get clothes, but do you need Gucci, Louis, Prada, Ralph Lauren? Do you need that?
Half of their clothes they buying it from Fashion Nova is like $10. And half of them there's not even fully clothed anyway. So like your
But you
clothing is nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
right. So, but it becomes something because instead of buying Fashion Nova, you want to buy the stuff that you like. You have no business getting right now. We're talking about survival, right? And so okay, a Benz is a nice vehicle, right? But do you need a Benz?
Now, see, we talk about survival. They talk about a lifestyle, which is idiotic. You know what I'm saying? You
Hmm.
talking about um a reality that is not based on reality. You know what I'm saying? Is based on an imaginary thought. Because this lifestyle you want to live is not sustainable. What is the point of buying a $5,000 bag? For what? I'd rather have $5,000 in a rubber band than a $5,000 bag with no $5,000 in it.
Right.
Because I just waste $10,000.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you would have to have the money to buy the bag and then have money to put it in the bag.
But you got the money. I mean, you got the bag, but no money.
So why even buy the bag?
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You might as well just get the bread.
Correct.
But you caught in this lifestyle of, I gotta get this bag, and this, like, it's stupid. These companies is looking at you as food. And because they don't spend thousands of dollars to make their product.
I was just about to say that.
Because it would make no sense as a business perspective. How would I be able to keep my lights on if the materials I need to make the product is so expensive that I gotta charge you $5,000 to make my money back? But if I make you think it's expensive, but I only spend $200 to make it, but I use the allure of luxury, and this is fashion and high brand. You don't know about fashion. It's $5,000 because it's ostrich butt. You don't know about ostrich butt. You know what I'm saying? That's top tier leather right there. You laughing, but I'm telling you, ostrich butt is top tier. That's why you gotta pay 10 bands. Like, fuck out of here, son.
This is gorilla zipper over here. You know what I'm saying? Straight gorilla zipper. You know, ain't nothing like it. You ain't never seen nothing like
you
this.
ain't never seen octopus knuckle. You don't even know octopus got knuckles. This is where it's made from. You know what I'm saying? They just gonna make up shit. And make you spend $2,000 just to be like, oh, you ain't up on this.
Right.
Just like Kanye West said years ago.
Straight up.
I paid $400 for this just to say you ain't up on this. And that was $400 back in 2008. When buying a pair of products for $400 was like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah.
We was in college, like, damn, there's like 2-3 checks right here. Like, it's kind of hurt to go into the club one time and then one nigga step on my shit. It's over. You know what I'm saying? So that's the lifestyle you want to change. Chase, right? Okay. Don't complain.
But also you sign up for it too, because your value is what others is willing to pay for it. So again, that's why I specify if your value in the WNBA is 80K, because that's the most that the paying rate goes for your position, your draft status. That's what they paying you as, right? Now, if you could re-up and make more money in the future, then great. Get all the money you can. But if you make millions of dollars outside the WNBA, then that's your going rate, right? But you can't then complain about the going rate for the WNBA when you sign up for it, because you knew that before you went to the WNBA. You knew that. You could push for making more money, which is all fine and well, but
the product is ass. I'm sorry, the product is terrible.
But it takes on another.
It takes on a whole nother like conversation, because it's like the women don't support women.
Correct.
If more women supported WNBA, they'd be the top league in the world.
Correct.
But they don't support it, so it's not my fault I don't watch WNBA.
Correct.
Make it entertaining for me to watch it, then I'll watch it. If it's not entertaining, I'm gonna watch NBA, I'm gonna watch NFL, because those options are there for me. We're in America, so I have the option to choose, and I choose not to watch WNBA. You can't be mad at me for that, for not choosing it. Make a better product.
And to keep it real with you, the biggest supporters is the men. And I know we got women in the chat.
We watching this shit because of sports. Those are real diehard sports fans that go and watch WNBA. That's diehard sports fans.
Facts.
Sports fans. It got to be hard to watch a supposed athlete, you know what I'm saying, top tier, at best in that game, and then they not getting their worth and stuff. But at the end of the day, the product is not making the bread. You can't be mad at the people buying season tickets, and it's $20 for a season ticket. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be mad if I don't know where. I was shot. I'm a New Yorker, so I don't know where the New York Liberty play. Obviously, they play at the Garden, but you know what I'm saying?
They don't.
See, that's where you got me. I would
Yeah.
assume they played at the Garden. You know what I'm saying?
And,
I don't
and
know, but that's my point. You supposed to reach out to other people and let us know where y'all playing at. And y'all
and
just won I think y'all won last season, I
they
think, or
won
something
that.
like that, right?
And I wouldn't have known that unless I played 2K. If I didn't
You
play
know what I'm
2K,
talking about? They ain't reaching out to the community. Where they at in the community? You know what I'm saying?
because they got the WNBA in 2K, and I wouldn't have known that they played.
Who's the top point guard in the league in the WNBA? Somebody in the chat, tell me right now. Top point guard in the league right now in the WNBA. Yeah, probably on the next episode, y'all get back to us on that one. Because I'm not going to Google it. Y'all got to do that for us. You know what I'm saying? Top player in the WNBA. Who that?
The top player, I could tell you the top player is.
No, not true.
Uh,
The chat.
all right, all right. But you know, while they typing that in, again, you can't complain about something you.
I think it says Bronny. Yeah, well.
We're not gonna let y'all do that. We're not gonna let y'all do that. We're not gonna let y'all do that. Leave Bronny alone. All right, leave Bronny alone.
Bro said the tall girl.
But the fact of the matter is, you could push for something, which is all fine and well because that's how things do change. But the product has to match the push. People has to want to see it. And if, like my brother said, if women supported women, it would be the number one sport in the world, let alone having to compete or worry about added funds. So to say the survival and not being able to survive, like no, you're mixing that up with having a lifestyle and a lifestyle that you wanting to have. Again, that's why I brought up having the clothes, having the cars, because that's what the lifestyle really is. 80,000 is great money for people that don't have 80,000, right? But in the lifestyle, you can't 80,000 is not a lot of money if you want the bins, if you want the nice clothes, if you want the nice jewelry, if you want to travel first class to over here and over there. Yeah, then 80,000 is not going to be a lot of money. So what are we talking about? So the survival and having lifestyle is completely two different things. Quick congratulations to Money Affiliated. You are now the recipient of the block party. We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But you're being a bit ridiculous. So all right. So again, y'all, so that's my keep the lie live for this episode. See, they trying to type it in right now. Who's the best point guard in the WNBA right now? In I can't say her name, but I know who that girl is because I was playing 2K, and that girl is on the WNBA. She's supposed to be nice, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
What team she played for? First
So
name, last name.
I'm telling you,
Shout out to her.
they probably on 2K while they watching this, and they like, yo, what's her first and last name real quick, and they go try to type that in.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my keep the lie live for this episode. What say you, bro, on fame? Versus survival and versus lifestyle.
Like fame is not no.
I mean, not fame. I'm sorry, not fame. Survival versus lifestyle.
Yeah, like it depends on what type of lifestyle you trying to chase. Like having a decent apartment, roof over your head, having money to take care of all the basic necessities, and having a little bit extra over to, you know what I mean, go out, enjoy yourself. You know what I mean, that's a regular lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? So it just depends, really. Like if you're trying to chase this fictitious dream, then you know what I'm saying? That's on really the person. But majority of us want to just be able to have a comfortable spot, invite people over, look good, they compliment you. Oh, you got a nice spot, make you feel good. You know what I'm saying? You entertain your people, they get to go home, you kick your feet, scratch your ass, and do what you want to do in your crib. And that's what anybody want to do, son, at the end of the day. But this whole notion of having a high-rise apartment and $8,000, like that's ridiculous. That's ridiculous at the end of the day. So it just really depends on where your mindset is. Like just a comfortable, regular lifestyle. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's wrong with a comfortable, regular life? You go on trips 2-3 times a year. That's regular.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, that's a luxury. To
Mm-hmm.
even go on one trip a year is a luxury.
The
You
luck.
going two,
Mm-hmm.
you doing it. Your
I mean,
bills is paid when you come home. You're not coming back to some, you know what I'm saying, egregious work. Everything's taken care of. You doing your things. Man. If you got a car right now, 2025, and a spot, you doing your thing.
mm-hmm.
Gas in your car insurance is paid up. We not, you know what I mean, condoning people driving out here with not no license and no insurance. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Everything's paid up. You know what I'm
right,
saying? No,
right,
no fugaziness out here in these streets. Everything
right.
paid up, apartment paid up. You know what I'm saying? You doing your thing.
Yeah, yeah.
You damn sure doing your thing, son. So
Mm-hmm.
shout out to y'all. Chasing that dream. Um, if you have a plan to really make it sustainable, then go ahead.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Rick Dog in the building, Ernesto Hernandez, a dope boy in the building. Y'all doing a real grande in the chat. We appreciate y'all. We had another person that just exited themselves from the block party, or they had the tickets to the block party, so they got them tickets first class, I should say. But yeah, man, like the economy that we live in today, the economy is not going to be great moving forward, or at least for the near future. But after like the next, I would say in the next 6 months, we'll see the economy start booming again, in my full opinion. But until in between then, all these things that we're talking about are straight luxuries, straight luxuries. So at the
Oh,
end of the
rolling
day,
12. Where rolling 12 been at? He just said he
yeah, I'm
switched
like,
his name up.
oh, that's rolling 12. Oh man,
Ernesto.
let me find
Shout
out, man.
out to you, son.
Appreciate
Salute,
you
yeah.
tapping, man. See the growth of the show, right? But yeah, man. So all these things that we've done, all these things that's going on, it's a luxury. It's a luxury, and to do dope stuff is great and cool if you can afford it. Wonderful, right? But my daughter, I so me and my daughter used to just like to drive around and stuff like that, to nice places and nice neighborhoods. And even though we lived in a nice neighborhood, we wanted to see that upper echelon of neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? With that mafioso style type of neighborhood. So it's a particular area in Florida where it's real grande. Like the houses were so nice where the driveway had its own house. Let me make that make sense. So when you go through the gate, they have like a basically where they you go through the gate, then they had like a driveway, and in that driveway it had a house, and then when you go past that, the house itself was sitting behind it, but much further back. So I'm like, damn, but you could see the cars in those houses, and those cars, I mean, these cars they wasn't great looking cars, but it didn't matter because they got this big house. So their priorities is on point. They rather live in a great house. And if you live in a great house, do you necessarily need a nice car like that? Do you necessarily need it? No, you just need a car, a vehicle to get back and forth in your nice crib that has a damn house basically for your damn driveway. Like it wasn't, I'm saying it wrong. It wasn't even a driveway because when you go through the gate, there was like a section where you had to go through and it was housed. And in the back, it was the house and the real driveway with the cars next to the driveway. So I'm saying that wrong, but the houses was on a whole nother level. These are like in Florida, these are like 10, $15 million houses. So lifestyle versus survival. It makes sense if you have a big grando house, you don't need a super crazy car. Only the culture think that we need a crazy house, crazy car, crazy clothes, everything got to be crazy once you get money. That's why when we brought up earlier about Kai Sanat, him going off about people calling him broke because he didn't want to pay for a $500 haircut. He's like, yo, how does a haircut becomes $500? Lifestyle versus survival. How many of y'all in the chat, your big mama or your moms or your parents, I guarantee you that most people in our chat wasn't raised with money. The people that have money in the chat is people that had to work hard, keep their head down, save little by little, and eventually you end up getting your money. That wasn't easy, correct? How many people in the chat could go on vacations just out of whim? That's something you had to work up to. So the people that wasn't raised with any money, just going on a vacation as a kid was like, what? We going on vacation? Like when I became an adult and my father would go on vacations with my younger sibling, and they go to different countries. And I'm like, yo, pops, I ain't trying to hold you. Like, this ain't a rivalry thing, but yo, you ain't never take me on no vacations. Like, damn, like y'all popping. Like, can I come? Like, you don't even invite me. Like, damn, like I want to go on vacation sometime. He's like, yo, I did take you on vacations. I'm like, what? Where? He's like, yo, we used to go to Washington D.C. to see your grandparents. I'm like, that ain't no vacation, man. Like, what are you talking about, bro? But in his mind, that was a vacation because that's what he could spend on. He had enough money to gas up the pacer, you know what I'm saying? Take me and my brother from Brooklyn to Washington, DC for a couple weeks. And that was vacation, baby. So at the end of the day, now that when we're grown and we look at these things differently, survival versus lifestyle, it takes on a whole new meaning of itself. And people really get it twisted because all in the lifestyle is all the things that they ever wanted for real. Real talk. Like, bro, if you had $10 million right now, what would be the first thing you buy for real? Would you even buy anything for real?
Buy a big ass piece of land, bunch of acres,
Mm-hmm.
build a whole fucking town for my family.
Mm-hmm.
And that's it. My town, the town is my family. The town that I build is for my family.
Mm-hmm. Call it Lake Varnell.
With all the catfish in the back. You know what I'm saying?
Delicious.
Delicious, you know what I'm saying? Or
Green
however you want it. Sauteed, fried, dyed, you don't know. I ain't too lazy. You know what I'm saying?
greens imported from New Orleans.
Nothing but the best, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm
You
saying?
just tapped into the joint account for that one. Nothing but the joint account, you know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? That's what the count, you know? Oh man. So would you be driving anymore? Would you get a driver? You know what I'm saying? Mercedes
Now
Lim-
I probably go get some old school cars that I really wanted to get. You know what I'm saying? Fuck
Mhm.
these new school shit. I want to get some old school shit. I probably have a mechanic on the property, so you know what I'm saying? It just makes more sense.
Yeah.
Save bread on that. Just have Earl in them. Don't you know
Pay him
no good right there.
pay him
He might as well just live in the garage house. You know what I'm saying? Just stay right there.
pay him a salary, pay him 80K.
You know what I'm saying? Fuck it. You just you got the garage house, got
Yeah.
all the cars, you can fix all the cars you want, you know what I'm saying? All
Pay
the carburetors you need, baby, is right there.
It's all right there. It's all you need. You know what I'm saying?
That's all you need, son.
And Earl would take 80K and be
You
happy with
gonna
that 80K.
you
You
gonna
know?
be happy with that. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all been a stone cold hoot, man. Yo, bro, you right. You right. We gotta bring back the word hoochie back. We gotta bring the word hoochie back because that's a funny word. I heard a conversation go left and nothing described the conversation better than hoochie at that particular moment. So we got to bring back hoochie back. That's a good word to bring back.
It's a
So,
fact.
yo, shout out to y'all in the chat. We appreciate y'all joining for our 131 episode. I want to shout out to some of the sponsors of the show. Bravo Section, Button Snaps, OUV Records. If you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit me on my Instagram at Ashley Lovechild, or you can hit my brother on his Instagram at
Bravo section _.
So if you're interested in becoming one of the sponsors of the show, you can hit us up on Instagram. Also, make sure you tap into the Overstand podcast. Why understand we can overstand every Monday at 9:30 on this channel. So make sure y'all tap in. Again, we just went over the 10,000 subscribes. Again, thank y'all for the subs. Again, continue to like, subscribe, share these rewatches. We won't get at y'all for for uh for watching the rewatches or sharing the rewatches, I should say. We have over 300 rewatches for this particular podcast on this channel. So these are great conversational starters with your friends, families, co-workers. So make sure y'all share the clips. We have a lot of clips on this channel of this podcast. Um, Again, my brother, you want to shout out your website real quick?
It's happening bigbravosection.com.
Tap in, get that dope photography. I'm working on a new album, but in between time, type in Ashley Lovechild on any music platform, and my music will pop up. My best album to date is probably Ready to Live. So make sure y'all tap into my music and continue to support. They've been supporting the music crazy. I had 2 songs that just went over 100,000 spins on Spotify alone. So they've been supporting the music. Again, thank y'all for supporting the music. And again, you can reach us on Instagram as well. This podcast is on every Thursday and every Sunday at 10:30 p.m. So make sure y'all tap in, tap in, tap in. Sometimes the links don't come in until a little later because it seems like anytime we make the links too early or early enough, that we always have some sort of audio issues. So for some reason, the later we make our links, the easier the show flow goes when it comes to the audio and the mistakes of YouTube. But again, we appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for tapping in. As always, I feel like I'm missing something, bro. I feel like I'm missing something. Oh, again, we on Sunday again at 10:30. Super Bowl day, Super Bowl day. Tap back in on Super Bowl day. You already know what's going down. We rocking all day with the Chiefs. Again, shout out to that chat. We appreciate the chat. Some of our people in the chat right now. Shout out to some of our day ones, Rowan Jack, King Prince, some of our badge holders. So make sure y'all get your badges. You can get your badges. Tap into the membership portion. Links is in the bio. Rowan Jack also get the 5 people of memberships as well. But shout out to some of the people in the chat that I can see right now. Ernesto, Vic, Brian, Doughboy. Who else I see in the chat real quick? Liam, Drake 211. Who else? Low Key, Biggs. It's a lot of people in the chat. I'm gonna say a few more. I said King Prince, Rick Dog. I said Dope Boy already. I feel like I'm missing somebody that was heavily in the chat. Heavily in the chat. Ebony. Appreciate you. So again, y'all see us again this Sunday. This Sunday at 10:30. Again, don't forget to reach out to us on Instagram. Again, at Ashley Lovechild. And on my brother's Instagram. You want to shout that Instagram one more time?
Bravo section _
So tap in. We'll see y'all this Sunday. Y'all already know it's love. And we out of here.